If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button right now. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you like the content. We'll see you in the next video.
The man come round and nothing can break. You can't break me down. I got gas in the tank. I got money in the bank. I got news for you, baby. You're looking at the man.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Man in the House. Yes, it is Fitness Fridays once again, and this is your update for me as to, you know, how much I've lost, things that I've learned over the past week, you know, what went right, what went wrong. You're getting everything, and I'm gonna do things just a little bit different today because I want to cut down the time of the video, get right to some of that cooking that you guys want to see in this recipe. Today's recipe, we are making stir fried. Let me find my phone. Put my phone at y'all. We are making what they call steak stir fry with grilled peppers and onions, y'all. And from the smell of the marinade that I made, it is going to be fantastic. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna actually, what I'm gonna do right now, I've already pre-cooked my brown rice that's gonna be going with this, so that's sitting off to the side here. I got some ingredients ready to go. We'll start cooking this, and then I'll give you the updates and also how much I lost, if I lost anything. You know, y'all get that in a few seconds, or in a few minutes as well. So up front, we got this. I bought some, what do they call it, like it's basically skirt steak, you know, that real thin slice steak. So I got some of that sitting here in this bag that I marinated for 90 minutes in the sauce that I'm going to tell you about in just a second. I got some sliced bell peppers here, a whole red one, a whole green one. I got some onions on deck here. I got some serrano peppers, chili peppers to put in it as well. So we're going to get this thing cracking. I'm going to start this up. Throw this on medium heat. I'm gonna let that start to get warm, and I'm gonna throw some oil in there. The recipe calls for oil, so I'm gonna go ahead and use oil as they say, because it is only going to be 309 calories for a serving of this. 309 calories. So I'm excited, I'm stoked, and I'm starving too. So here we go. While that's heating up, let me just tell you what worked, what didn't work for the week. Basically, for the most part, things going pretty smooth. I'm cruising along. No big issues. I've already figured out kind of, you know, the do's and don'ts. But there are some things that I think are valid for you guys. So it's week 5, and I'm just really taking, you know, control of the shipment process. So you may or may not know that, you know, when you order Nutrisystem, you order it for the 1 month, right? So that first 4 weeks was only one order, and I basically just ordered it. I didn't pick any of the things that were choices for me, either in the dinner, the lunch, or the breakfast sections, or even the snacks. I just basically ordered it, they shipped it, and I, you know, started tasting some of the stuff. As you do that over the 4 weeks, you're gonna find out there's some things you like, some things you don't like, some things you prefer, right? Everybody's like that. And so now, this time, I kind of figured out those things I want to take out and things I want to add more of, and I've done that now. Before the order was processed, I went into the, you know, Nutrisystem.com in my account, and I basically started to pick and choose what items I wanted and what items I didn't want. And I'm excited that they've arrived. And, you know, because basically when you're eating throughout the month, you do get tired of some things, right? So make sure that when you're ordering things, you mix it up, that you try everything that they have at least once, you know, kind of figure out what you like, what you don't like, and then start paring it back and start, you know, specializing this plan, which is called Uniquely Yours, so that you can kind of select and choose and the things that you want. And so I did that this time. It's worked out fantastic thus far, even though I really just got the order and I'm ready to go. The one thing I wanted to point out is, you know, 4 weeks of, you know, kind of eating and stuff, you can get bored with some of the box stuff that just comes. So what I would suggest is that you start making more of the recipes for yourself on the website or from the website, because it's really going to round out the variety of foods that you eat. The reason, like I said, that I got on this was that grab and go function. I can just grab something and go and grab something and go. But there are times when, you know, you want something that's home cooked. You want something that you prepared. It's got that love in it. You know, that got that fixing in it that you love to eat. And so I'm gonna do more and more of that. And drop me a comment. Let me know if you want to see like not necessarily meal prep for the week, but maybe, you know, more than one recipe in a week. So I'm thinking about doing, you know, another day of just recipes where I'm doing maybe 1 or 2 or 3, possibly 4 meals where you just see, you know, here's the meal prep. It's all cooked and ready to go, serving sizes and all that stuff, and just kind of prepped for the week. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do something like that. But that's what I'm kind of thinking about. All right, my pan, you know what? I don't even look like my stuff is heating up here. I'm pretty sure I plugged it up. Yeah, I did plug it up. And it's on, but I ain't got no lights. I gotta check on my power, y'all. Alright, we got power now. We ready to go. We cooking with gas right now. Look, that reminded me of something. The last video, I think it was the last Fitness Friday, I went off and got me a spoon, y'all. I was supposed to cut that part out. I watched that back. My wife was watching it. I was like, where'd I go? I promise you, I totally forgot to cut that out. So if y'all was sitting here watching for like a whole minute and a half, I was somewhere getting me a spoon. So, you know, we needed it for the eating part. So, hey. But we got this going. Pot's heating up right now. I got it on medium heat. I'm just going to, you know, I got some water in there because I rinsed it out. You know how that goes. So I'm just going to wait for that to evaporate. I'm going to drop my oil in there, get that cooking. I know y'all want to get to the update. Y'all want to get to the you know, the weight loss. If I lost any, and this, that, and the other. So I'm gonna get to it. But before I get to that, one other thing. Actually, I covered it. What to do when you're getting bored with your choices, your food choices? Go in there, select different food, and B, start making some of these. And then one other thing that I could have done better this week was I noticed like on, I don't know, probably Tuesday, because I don't go grocery shopping every week. You know, I try to go every 2 weeks and get it all prepped up and stuff. You know, but you can't do that for some vegetables, especially because you're eating so little. It's not like my whole family's eating this plan, right? So if you buy vegetables, you really can't buy a lot of them because they're not going to get eaten before they go bad. So one thing, buy only the vegetables that you need for the week. And I know you're gonna have to go out and, you know, have an extra trip to the grocery store just to buy veggies, but it keeps your veggies fresh and ready to go and not like stale and, you know, soggy. So that's one suggestion. The other thing, like I said, that I didn't do, or I was about to say that I didn't do, was I noticed I was getting low on veggies and I was getting low on some of my power fuels probably about Tuesday, and I had an opportunity to go out and get some. I told you my schedule is extremely busy, and then when it's not busy, I'm tired. You know, everybody get tired, right? So I had an opportunity. I want to say it was like Tuesday. I should have went to the store, took that little window of time and went to the store and grabbed me some power fuels. I would suggest that you don't let yourself run out of the power fuels and the smart carbs and stuff like that that add to your entrees. Don't let yourself run out, because if you're a stickler like me, then you won't eat anything else. in terms of calories. You know, I'm not gonna snack on stuff that I'm not supposed to snack on. Look, I'm dedicated completely 1,000%, I told you guys, to this process. So I'm not gonna, you know, snack on stuff or eat stuff that I'm not supposed to eat. So at the end of the day, because I wasn't having all those power fuels because I kind of ran out, I kid you not, I had like 400 or 500 calories left to eat, and I was like, I'm about to eat me another entree. I'm about to eat me something, because I was, you know, I was hungry at the end of the day. I did do that. Didn't affect anything. I'm gonna tell you where we at right now. So at the end of the week, I weighed myself this morning, and I am down another 2 pounds. Yes, right on target. 2 pounds a week, 1 to 2 pounds a week. I'm right on target. I am now 209.6 for a total weight loss of 21.2 pounds in 5 weeks, y'all. 21.2 pounds in 5 weeks. I'm excited about that. I hope you guys are doing well on your journeys as well. I thought for a moment, you know, like at the beginning of the week, that I was about to plateau, because I saw it kind of slowing down, or I felt like it was slowing down, and by the time I got to the end of the week, boom, those 2 pounds were there, and here we are. 21.2 pounds down, still running and gunning, still getting it going. I'm still in the game. You guys are still in the game. Stay with me. I'm about to throw this first tablespoon of oil in here. This is canola oil. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of canola oil. 1 you're gonna use right now as you're browning your meat. I should have just gonna do this right here, because I don't really want to mess up my spoon that I'm using for my brown rice. So I have here, I told you guys all this stuff here. This is low sodium soy sauce. So make sure you get the low sodium soy sauce, just like they tell you to do. Spoon fell. Alright, I'm going to take this meat that I've been browning, that has leaked all over my wood platter here. Not browning, but I've been marinating this meat. And I'm going to take this meat and I'm going to put this in here. I know it looked tacky, but guess what? It is what it is. And I'm going to start marinating. I'm going to start browning this in here. Oh yeah, this is going to be good, y'all. What is so good about this recipe thus far is it smells fantastic. I talked to you guys about the stuff that I got here, but the sauce, the marinade, is made from, and I have some right here, because you use half in your marinade and you use half after you've browned this, and then you saute your veggies and all that other stuff. You put that other half in there and that becomes a sauce for you. But this right here, this marinade is made of garlic, ginger, freshly grated ginger. So I just bought one of those ginger roots. I cut the skin off, and I just started grating that ginger. Oh, it smells so good. The ginger, the garlic, the soy sauce. I think there's a tablespoon of cornstarch in there just to kind of thicken it up. And man, oh man, oh man, I just cannot wait to dig into this stir fry. So while that's cooking there, I done basically told you guys what it is. I browned my rice earlier. I told y'all that too, which I'm glad I did off camera, because you know how it is when you're cooking rice. I don't cook rice that often, and so you got to do the measurements and all that other stuff, which ain't that bad. But when you're, so for example, the instant rice that I got, it was, you know, that rice that you cook in 10 minutes, right? For example, though, this recipe calls for 3 cups of cooked rice. Well, your rice box has it in increments of 2 or 4 servings, so you really don't, so you got to do the math on the water and on the cups of rice, raw rice or uncooked rice as well. And so, you know, doing all that, doing all the reading and all that stuff, I didn't want to have all that on camera. Y'all don't need to see all that. You know how to make rice, right? Follow the directions. That's what I did. So I got that over here sitting with the cover on it because I don't want it to get cold while we cooking our food right here. But I'm gonna get this going. Not a whole lot left, guys, to talk about. I got the weight loss update on there. You got that already. I got the, you know, the do's and don'ts. Really, I'm at the cruising level, y'all. I don't have a whole lot of issues with the program at all. I mean, I've, you know, 5 weeks in, my knowledge of what I can do and what I can't do has grown exponentially. My stomach is, you know, used to the amount of food that I'm eating. You know, the quantities are pretty small, right? It makes you think, like when you go out to eat at a restaurant or something like that. I'm gonna move this over, y'all, so it's not like directly in my face with the smoke. But when you go out to the restaurant and you eat, those portion sizes are like 2 to 3 times what you're supposed to eat. And I didn't know that. You know, I sat down at the restaurant, was like, all right, give me this, give me one of those, give me one of these, and I was hammering it all out. I ain't know. So they tell you that, you know, if you're gonna go out to a restaurant, you probably heard this before, but basically, you know, take half of that what they serve you and put it in the to-go container right away, because that's more than what you should be eating anyway. So lesson learned. Learn something new. But right now, stomach size is small in terms of, you know, the amount of food I have to eat before I get full. Y'all seen them portion sizes? You about to see it on here. They're pretty small. And when I get done, as long as you've been eating 2.5 hours roughly around that time frame, you're never hungry or more than what you're eating. You know, like I said, and most of you that have done this, the first week's rough because it's adjusting, right? You're adjusting to the amount of food, you're adjusting to the frequency at which you eat food. And if you like me, I didn't really eat like that frequent, you know. I would eat breakfast because I'm a breakfast type of guy. I get up early, so I like to eat my breakfast. And I would eat lunch, but there are days I didn't get a lunch because I'm just busy throughout the day. And then, you know, at nighttime I might eat, and I might eat late too, you know. So that was one of the things that I used to do that I don't do now. I used to eat a lot of food and really late. So it might be 9 o'clock at night. I'm just getting around to eating, and you know, we go out to dinner, we go out to whatever, and I'm eating like everything they serve me, you know. You know, I go to a steakhouse, I'm gonna get me, you know, this is old days, y'all. I would get me like a 20-ounce steak, and I get me, you know, potatoes, come with a veggie, and then you get the side salad or the soup. I usually went for the soup. But yeah, I eat all that, come home, and you know, then you're tired, you got the itis, you know, you fall asleep, right? So I would come home, and then I just, you know, we chillax, lay down, watch TV or whatnot, and that's why you don't sleep good, because you know, you're trying to digest all that food all at the same time, and it just don't work out very well. I gotta flip some of this, y'all. Get this over so we can get it brown pretty evenly on all sides. Get this in here. But now, man, the habit is just so different, because I will eat my dinner now at 5 o'clock. And I'm telling y'all, 5 o'clock hit, my body know 5 o'clock here. I'm hungry at 5 o'clock. And that's dinner for me. But the latest I will eat dinner is 6 o'clock, and that's only if it's usually on days where I'm coming home and I gotta do a video, so I'm trying to run out to the store after I get off work and do all this stuff, and that's where usually I end up eating that hour late. But man, I'm telling you, when I'm out and about and I'm trying to get food either for the recipe or for whatever little knickknacks or items that I might have missed, I'm telling you, I'll be out in the store, I'll be like, I got to get home. I got to get home, because I don't want to eat a snack. Because if I eat a snack, then I'm cutting it. Okay, so if I get to, you know, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I usually have about 600 calories, something like that, by the time I get to the end of somewhere between usually, no, I take that back, it's about 500 and something calories. I usually have that, because remember, when you're gonna eat dinner, it's gonna be dinner and a Power Fuel, and that's gonna be like, 370, 400 calories at the most. And then you have another snack, which is going to be about 140 calories. So I usually will have between 500 and 600 calories by dinner time that I still need to consume for the day. And so I don't want to be eating my snack early and then I'm trying to eat later, because I'd rather have my larger meal first, give myself more time to digest it, and if I want to eat a snack that is higher in calories, I can do that, or I could get one that is lower in calories. You got a range there that you can work with on the snacks too, because some of them, like the lowest snack I think I got is a fudge sickle or something like that, and it's only 100 calories. And then you got the other ones, the cupcakes and stuff like that. Those are more on the 140 to 180 calories. So depending on how much you got left, you choose. I do it like this, y'all. My wife thinks this is crazy, or it's funny, but she'll ask me, can you eat this? I was like, nah, those are expensive. And when I first said it, she was like, what do you mean they're expensive? Like money expensive? Nah. When I say these things are expensive now, I'm talking about calories. Look, that over there, I can't eat that. That's too expensive for me. So that's my theme now, is when I talk about calories and food, I talk about it like it's money, because I can't spend them calories right now, because I gotta level myself out to for the whole day, and I got 6 meals to eat. So that's how I do it these days. Call it expenses that I have. It's a cost to eating. Got calories in, you got calories out. So one other thing that I was looking into this week is I'm trying to prep for what I'm gonna do once I start to plateau and I start doing more of the starting the exercise and all this other stuff. One of the things that I was trying to gauge was how accurate my Fitbit was. And so I was looking it up everywhere, trying to figure out how accurate the Fitbit is, this, that, and the other, so that I can use that to determine my calorie burn for the day versus what I'm intaking. And make sure that when I start to work out, because when you start to work out, you really need to put that activity into your Numi app so that it can adjust your calorie intake for you. And so when I was looking that up, I wanted to make sure that if I hop on a treadmill, the treadmill is going to tell me, what the calories burned were. And then the Fitbit is also going to tell you what the calories burned were. And I wanted to know which one was going to be more accurate for me. And from everything that I've read, they're saying that the Fitbit is going to be more accurate because it's measuring your heart rate, and because it's measuring your heart rate, it's more accurate in telling you, specific to your body, how many calories you're burning versus just a treadmill doing average speed and your height and weight that you put in. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to start utilizing this once I start plateauing. But one more thing that I wanted to add. So when you get the first week of Nutrisystem, it comes with that, like the shake, the NutriPro shake for men, and then if you do like Lean 13, it comes with turbo shakes for women, this, that, and the other, and then it also comes with these little kind of those, you ever had those little powder packs you put in water to make it look like Kool-Aid, or it's like a I don't know what they call them, but they little sleeves of powder, you put it in there and it makes your water taste flavored, right? That's basically all it is. They got those, and they are metabolism boosters, and they also have, they also give you energy. I did not use any of those during the first week of Nutrisystem. I basically just did everything. I left that out. And the reason why, and this is not to say that you can't use those. By all means, if you feel like you need a boost in your metabolism and that's something that you want to do, follow their direction and do whatever they say to do. But for me, I've done a lot of that stuff over the years because I've done the weightlifting, I've done stacking and all these kind of things with your protein shakes and all the other things that you might do as pre-workout, post-workout, or metabolism boosters and stuff like that will give you energy and increase your metabolism, etc. And I didn't want to alter the natural state of my weight loss process, not yet. If you recall, the reason why I'm not working out is because I really want to lose this weight slowly. I don't want to, rapidly take it off, because then when I change, not my eating habit, because I'm going to stay with that, but I don't want to be in the gym 4 or 5 times a week because I'm trying to keep myself thin. If I lose it more over a slower period of time, and all I do is keep my calories right, then I should be pretty much good to go. And I won't have to do as much exercise. That being said, when I plateau, I'm thinking about trying out the turbo booster, or the metabolism booster, and just see if it breaks the plateau, at least in the beginning, before I move on to exercise. I'm gonna see how that works. I'll let you guys know. But right now, I pretty much got all the pink off of my meat, so we are ready to start sauteing my veggies. I'm gonna pour this juice out. Yeah. I got a little bit of pink, a little bit more pink to go here, but not too much. So I'm gonna let this go for a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna prep a bowl so that I can throw this stuff in there and get ready to saute my veggies and drop my meat back in there. We're gonna be getting it going, y'all. We're gonna be getting it going. Another thing I'm gonna do differently, you're gonna start to see the recipe and the menu, the ingredients on the screen, so you can take yourself a little snapshot, do whatever you need to do, so you don't have to go through all the comments. They'll always be in the description box below, but I want to throw it up there on the screen so you don't have to look everywhere for it. So hopefully that'll be good for you, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I got the I removed our beef from the skillet, did a quick rinse on the pot, and I am going to start sauteing these veggies real quick for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna throw in our beef again, and the rest of that oil, that sauce, and we're gonna be ready to go, y'all. I'm gonna be ready to eat. Alright. That looks so good, y'all. I never was, if you watch my wife's channel, you know I never really was like a veggie guy. I'm more of a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and give me some biscuits for show, because I'm gonna max them too. But more and more I am starting to really like veggies. Body is changing, y'all. You see all these veggies in here, they're gonna be fantastic. They're gonna caramelize a little bit in here, and then we're gonna throw in some of this sauce, put that meat back in there, and start sauteing that for about, like I said, probably like 5 minutes. Cook until the marinade thickens is what it says. So I'm gonna do that, and man, I'm gonna be ready to get it in, smash it out, y'all. Hopefully my rice will still be warm. It feels like it's still warm over here, y'all. So, but Y'all tell me how y'all plans are doing. How's your journey going? How is your whatever it is you doing? Is it working for you? Do you need to make adjustments? Whatever you do, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't ever do that. Y'all know how I am. I will always be here to encourage you, to make sure that you speaking positive about yourself, about your plan, your progress. Yeah, sometimes it gets hard. You know how it go, but that don't mean we give up, y'all. It don't mean we throw the towel in at all. When things get rough, you just get rougher. Keep your grind on 25 and just keep getting it in. Keep getting it in. Don't give up on yourself. But man, this is looking good, y'all. I'm really starting to get hungry. I'm looking at this meat over here. In fact, I'm about to throw a paper towel on it. Well, actually, I don't need to. I was gonna put that over there because it's, I don't want my food to get cold. But I'm gonna throw that back in here in a few minutes. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. But if you see yourself changing, you stoked about it, you happy about it, you feeling more energy, whatever the case may be, drop a comment down there. Let me know how you doing. Let me know what challenges you've overcome already just to be in this position today. Tell me what's happening in your life right now. For me, everything's everything. Everything's working. I don't really have to, like I said, I think I said earlier, I don't really have to work hard at the learning of the process. I got it down. It's been 5 weeks, y'all. It's been 5 weeks. I know what I know when it comes to eating this stuff. And I have that huge resource in, where I can go to find new information, pretty much all the information that I need to find out. One other thing about these recipes, like this recipe today, this is a pound of that skirt steak, like I said, or that thin slice steak, and it doesn't really tell you. It tells you that this recipe makes 6 servings, right? And it tells you what the rice serving is, which is a ½ a cup, which we should already know anyway, because all of our veggies and all of our, smart carbs pretty much have all been, ½ cup cooked, right? But it's almost like one of them story problems in math. They give you, X and Y, and you gotta solve for Z. So basically that's how it is, because they tell you this is 6 servings. This makes 6 servings. And they tell you that a serving of the rice is ½ a cup cooked, right? So then you gotta do the math, because they don't tell you how much of the meat to eat, right? You got to do the math on that, y'all. So you basically take that pound, which is 16 ounces, and you divide it by 6. And that's going to give you roughly about 2.6 ounces of meat that you can eat with all of this. This counts for, I want to say it was a Power Fuel, a Smart Carb, and a ½ of a veggie, and 2 extras. Let me look again here. It counts for 1 Smart Carb, 1 Power Fuel, a half a vegetable, and 2 extras. So I was right, 2 extras. So a lot of times when you're looking at these recipes, they do that though. They don't really give you like all of the details on like the serving size. Some of them do, like if you only making 1 serving, it's a no-brainer. But a lot of times it'll tell you it's 6 servings. You gotta like figure it out, do the math, and divide up the contents numerically, and then you'll know ounces wise how much you got. So I got my little measuring cup over here. Y'all probably can't see this, but this is 1 8-ounce cup. It's got the measurements down here, cup on one side, milliliters on the other side. It's so tiny, I know you can't see it, but this is what I'm gonna use to measure my rice when I get ready to plate. And that's how we gonna do it. I'm gonna raise the volume on this because I kind of feel like it's taking too long, y'all. I'm starving. I'm out here starving. Smelling so good though. Got that nice serrano pepper in there. Give myself a little kick. Y'all know I like it a little spicy. I like it spicy, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Ooh, I'm like one of them kids keep looking in the pot. Y'all kids ever do that when they young? You know, they young, but they tall enough to come over to the stove and start looking in the pot and be like, when is it gonna be done? When is it gonna be done? That's like me right now. I'm sitting here looking in the pot like, when is this gonna get done? Cause I am super hungry right now. It done got late, later than my. So that's the other thing too. Like on these Thursdays, when I'm doing these videos, I don't wait for dinner to. I don't wait for the video to get done to do dinner. I have to do my dinner when I come home. And then I will bypass the snack just so that I can do a mukbang with you guys and not go over my calories for the day. So I've already had my dinner, and you know, this is going to be, I have some calories left from that and plus my snack. So this is going to be it. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, these are starting to get a little bit more done like I want them. You don't want your veggies too soft. You know, I like a little crunch to mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this meat in here now. Get that stirred up in there. Get that mixed through. This look like y'all ever been to like what do they call it, Panda Express or someplace? This look like that Hunan beef or something like that, where you got the beef and the vegetables, or pepper steak. Y'all know if you like the Chinese food, you got the pepper steak. This sort of look like pepper steak too. So I'm gonna get this going in here. Now we gotta add our sauce. And this is basically just half of the marinade, y'all. It's just half of the marinade. So I should have whisked that up a little bit more because my cornstarch done settled, but I'll get that stirred around here. Just got a little bit. Use my spoon. So I'm just gonna stir this in here until we start to thicken up a little bit. Not a whole lot of sauce left after I did the marinade, because when I was making this, y'all, let me tell you what I did. So when I was making this, I misread the instruction when it said it wanted me to pour half the sauce in the marinade bag and then leave half the sauce out. And what I did was I poured all the sauce in the marinade bag. Then I realized, and I had to pour some of it out. And you know, measurements get a little off when you're trying to do it like that. So, but it's all good. It's all good. Well, I'm gonna let this cook a little bit. I'm gonna clear this out, get my plate started. So I'll be right back. We're gonna do some plating. Then we're gonna do some eating. Okay, I'm back. We plated. Y'all can see I got 2.6 ounces of beef over here. I got a half a cup of rice and about a half a portion of cooked veggies, and I'm ready to get it in, y'all. So I'm gonna say grace. Heavenly Father, I thank you for this food that I'm about to receive to nourish my body for Christ's sakes. Amen. Going in for them first bites. That meat is so tender. And you can taste that ginger too. Ooh, I got a nice little serrano pepper in my mouth. Give me a little kick. This is on hit. I know y'all, some of y'all out there like, that little bitty plate of food, I'll be starving. You get used to it. You do, you get used to it. I think I told you guys, this is 304, not 309, but 304 calories. I don't think I ever had something like this with that ginger soy sauce. It doesn't really taste like real soy. You know, a lot of times you get stuff like this and you put soy sauce on it and all you can taste is the saltiness of the soy sauce. But I get a lot of that ginger flavor in the sauce and the marinade that, and it's in the meat too. It's very good. Another successful recipe right off of Nutrisystem.com/the leaf or something like that. It's in the link. I mean, it's in the description box. But very, very good. Not only is it good, it's good for you. Y'all liking that second angle? If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button right now. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you like the content. We'll see you in the next video. That meat is really tender. Phenomenal meal. Once again, give me some of this water. Thank you all for joining me for this Nutrisystem update, for my weight loss journey update, whatever you want to call it, and for the recipe and for the meal. Till next time, it's Myth, it's Man in the House. Stay encouraged. Let's win together. And I wish you the best on your journey, no matter what it is, of improvement, of self-development, whatever the case may be. I wish you the best. Till next time, like I said, make sure you like, comment, drop your comments. I read all the comments. I answer all the comments. Drop your comment down there. Tell me how you doing on your journey. What the success is, what your hurdles was. Give me the details, y'all. Share. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's be successful again together. Like I said, stay encouraged. Let's win together. Peace.